Good morning, everybody. Auronnj here with another War of the Visions video, and today is part 1 of 3 of the level 120 Final Fantasy X unit review. We are going to start with the unit we all got, and I hope the unit we've all worked on, because he's insanely good. That's my boy Tidus right here. Let's get to that right now. Okay. To kick things off, here is level 120 Tidus with his ability board maxed out, with all jobs all the way leveled up. This is the stats you're going to be looking at. Now, again, there's going to be a little fluctuation with like guild statues, stuff like that. But for the most part, you're looking at a unit with over 4,000 HP, 6,000 attack, oh my god, 600 attack, 74 agility, good dex, good luck. Like, stat pool wise, this guy is a beast. What kind of abilities am I running him on though? Like, what are his support abilities in this? Well, I like You Gotta Score, which is going to give him agility and critical hit rate, because this dude loves to crit. He loves to kill people by critting their head off, and it's fantastic. Then you have Suncrest, which is attack and critical damage, and then honestly the rest of his support abilities also pretty good. Holy Knight's Protection, that's an HP defense buff if you want to run him as a tank. If he's going to do the tanking for your group, really good abilities there. And then Blade Soul, if you want to try an evasion Tidus, which by the way, like, isn't the worst thing ever, you have access to a support ability with evasion. Super good. All of those are useful. It's amazing. His reaction abilities, Paladin's Guard, right? I just like this one the most. I really like running Tidus into physical damage teams. This just gives you a chance of taking less physical damage. It is one of my favorite reaction abilities in the game. If you don't want to run that, I see a ton of people running Provoke, which has a little bit of range to it and has a chance of making the person who hit you go berserk. It's useful, but I don't like to run Tidus as like full faith, and I believe having less than full faith reduces the chance of not only this proccing, but reduces the chance of it inflicting the berserk. So I don't like it for that reason. And then you have Third Eye here, which a chance of increasing his evasion, which again, if you're running evasion, you have access to an evasion reaction ability. But speaking of Brave and Faith, let's look at Brave and Faith on our guy here. I recommend this. 97 Brave. Yes, I said that right. 97 Brave and 50 Faith. That's going to maximize his physical damage dealing ability with all that Brave, and 50 Faith will allow him to use TMRs and have those land every time, as well as increasing his chance of having full life and stuff like that land on him without making him super vulnerable to magic attacks. Because if we look at his stats here, he does have negative 10% to magic, and so I don't want to run more than 50 faith because I don't want to amplify the magic damage he's taking, because there's so much magic damage in the game right now. This is sort of like, that's the basic introduction to him here. Now we're going to go into like builds. We're just going to watch him play out on some maps. I'm going to talk about skills, abilities. We're going to see this dude in action, and you're going to see why I think he's one of like the best units in this game right now. Okay. Let's start off with guild battles, because that's one of my favorite things in this game to cover. And I think Tidus is super times a million good in guild battles, because he's both really tanky and he can one-shot people. One-shotting people in Guild Wars is so valuable, and I think he is like a plug-and-play unit. Now, notice this team I have on the screen here. What I'm using him for here is a DPS unit. He's my DPS in this group. I'm running a tank, I'm running a support, and I'm running Tidus. Tidus in this group is set as a Samurai subjob. Why? Samurai subjob gives Tidus access to an AoE ability, gives him access to Kongu. Otherwise, he kind of lacks for AoE. It's maybe one of his weaknesses as a unit, maybe one of his only real weaknesses as a unit. And Kongu gives him a chance to maybe kill 2 people with 1 attack, and you'd be surprised at how often he can find a chance to use it. Now, what I was talking about before, what do I mean by he's like a plug-and-play unit? What I mean by that is you don't need to build a specific team around him for him to be good. He is generally pretty tanky, especially at 120, and he generally just kills a lot of people. Now, I'm just going to swing. We're sorted by attack here. I'm going to swing at the top person on this list. When you're using Tidus in guild battles, my tip for you is look for physical teams. run a physical tank and have that tank also have some ability to tank magic, because it's almost impossible to not run into some magic damage right now. But look for physical teams. Tidus is pretty dang good at living through at least like one physical hit and then turning around and killing the unit that hit him. We're going to hope that happens here. I like running Tidus with a true tank in Guild Wars. Can Tidus be a true tank in Guild Wars? Yes, but you're going to have to sacrifice some of his damage, in my opinion. You're going to have to make him a little suboptimal to do that. So I prefer running him with a true tank and then letting his damage, letting his crits and things just shine. So I'm running him with Agrius here. I'm also running him with Healer, and I'm hoping that he can just fulfill that true DPS role. Now let's see. The fight's kind of set up. Now here's a physical attack on him. Dragon Fang from Auronnj, 3,700 damage. Significant, but Tidus lives. Now what does Tidus do back to him? One-shots him, 6,700 damage, and that was Kongu. He really likes to use Kongu if you run him in Samurai. This game also really likes to crash. So, whoops. Okay, we're going to start up a new fight here. This time we're fighting a Tidus Winter Victoria unit. So the defense we're fighting this time is really leaning into that like water team, which brings me to a good point. Can you run Tidus in a mono water team, and is it a good idea? Yes, you can. And yes, it is. Now, I don't like mono water on the current Guild Wars map. I prefer just using 3 strong units and letting those units shine, let those units do their thing. But you definitely can. Now, here's going to be a real test for him right here. This is Winter Ramada's Limit Break. Will this one-shot Tidus? Because this move hits like a truck. It does not. He lives. Boom, our tank has aggro. I feel like we're in a pretty good spot here. Now, Tidus likes to, when you're running DPS Tidus, he likes to run kind of to the edge of the fight, duel somebody to death, then swing in there and clean up. I have a feeling that's what he's going to do here. Enemy team's at full HP. Enemies unloading onto our tank. Here's Blitz Ace from the enemy Tidus. Really cool looking Limit Break, by the way. Now it's our Tidus' turn. Finds the AoE Kongu and deletes 2 people. Now, one of those people is Yuna, so she's going to come straight back to life and probably look to bring the other dead unit back to life because it's Yuna, and that's Yuna what she does. But you could see the power of Tidus right there. Meanwhile, enemy Tidus, I've been saying it wrong the whole time, enemy Tidus destroys our tank, and then our Tidus destroys their tank, which was Tidus. Fantastic. Now, here comes a full life onto the enemy Tidus. He's back. Our Tidus' turn. He kills him again. And Tidus killing Tidus and Tidus killing everything. You get the point. Tidus is out here rocking it. Okay, we win that fight. If this was Guild Wars, we are in great shape for a second battle. I'm going to give Tidus an A in Guild Wars, right? If I was writing a grade card out like I was teaching, Tidus, A for Guild Wars. Let's go to a different map. Let's go to a different game type and see how he functions there. Okay, I'm going to show off another version of Tidus. This one is going to be on the current arena map. And this is a map that allows for that like early turn buffing, right? Like controlling your turn 1 and setting up your squad. And I think it's a really, really good thing for Tidus if you can control his early turns, because his buffs are insane. So we're going to highlight those in this fight, and I'm going to show you how he can like really unlock a tank. Now again, I'm using Agrius here because I just like Agrius a lot. You could throw Warrior of Light, you could throw Mont, any tank that you want to throw into this group. I'm also using Christmas Ramada here. Water friend, let's boost each other's stats, right? So this is getting towards a mono water team. I will show you a full mono water team eventually, but watch how Tidus is able to really like unlock the potential of Agrius in this group. We'll just run into this dark team right here. Ruinstern, Yuna, and Dwayne, something you're going to see a lot of. So let's see how we do against this. I feel like we'll do pretty good because, like I said, Tidus is just going to unlock Agrius in this fight. Enemy starts with bells. Cool. Now Tidus starts, he's first. He runs over to Agrius and casts haste on her. Now our tank is faster. She's going to put Saintly Wall on herself, move forward. So, and then you have Christmas Ramada. She's just like extra damage in this group, right? I just want her going and killing people. While Tidus kind of plays this weird support / carry role. Now watch this. He then moves up. Cheer. Now Agrius is faster. She's in front of our carry, and she has more defense. Christmas Ramada, meanwhile, just goes off and dies. That's oops. But we have our main carry alive still, Tidus, and he's going to kill Ruinstern right off the bat. Boom. both teams have lost a carry. Agrius still out there, still tanking like a boss. There's the disable hit, there's quick hit, Tidus 2 kills. Dwayne down, Dwayne back, because, you know, it's Yuna's in this map. Here's a Holy onto Agrius. This might be big damage. Agrius almost dead. Enemy Yuna looking to do something, but Dwayne is out of it this time. And Yuna's taking hits. She's probably channeling a heal right here. Yeah, and it's going to miss because he's dead now. And she heals herself. But, Yuna, bad news for you. You're one-shottable by Tidus. You better kill him with this limit break. One of Tidus' weaknesses is magic. Not weak enough. It does not kill him. Quick hit. He is 3 for 3 on demolishing enemy units with his attacks. That didn't even go very well. Ramada walked up there and died, which is, you know, something that she does. But Tidus was able to just do it. He unlocked Agrius. He helped her get into a good position to protect him. And we won because of it. So that's another role that Tidus can play. Is this like early turn, I want to boost somebody else. I want to buff our stats. He can fill that kind of like support-y role. He has a lot of utility is what I'm saying. So that was a good example, even though it was a 2v3 essentially. Let's go to the other map we can play auto PvP in right now, and that's the arena map. Let's go there. Okay, the one last thing I really want to highlight is how free-to-play friendly Tidus is, because Mono Water has very, very good MR units. Terrell is one example. There's also Ramada, who's a very strong MR unit. Don't forget Zazan, ultimate in rarity unit. Don't do that. FYI, don't. But then you have Crazy, and then like the rest of these water units, like Ildira. You can get Ildira from a shop, so very free to play friendly. He pairs well with all of these. What I've done here for this squad is made kind of like a weird piercing group with Glaciella, Terrell, and Tidus. We're running Pierce Attack up, we're running AoE Resist, and we're running, you know, Tidus just getting his card because it's the best thing for him. So let's see if Free Match will actually be able to find us a fight so we can show off this team. Okay, so what we decided to do after spending many, many minutes waiting for matches and each one of those matches just having somebody who jamming thrusted us to death, I decided to be like, you know what, it's just smarter to take a team that's built to be kind of anti-physical and go find a team that's physical to fight. So here you have Elsie, Tidus, and Yuna, pretty physical team. Let's see if Tidus and this like weird piercing comp that we've built can do anything. Now remember, you could sub out like Terrell for Ramada, you can maybe even sub out Glaciella for Ramada, it's whatever. Tidus fits really, really well into so many team comps, and that's kind of what I want to highlight here. Also, I want to highlight that Tidus will use that physical shield before he uses his TMR, which really helps him if he's kind of your main damage taker. Like, I hesitate to say tank because I don't have him running any hate in this group, but he's the one I want to get forward first and be the one taking some damage. So I really like that he'll put his shield on. Oh man, enemy Tidus lives with like 4 HP right there, but does die to Glaciella, so that's good. He comes back. What's Yuna channeling here? Ooh, holy, this is bad news for Glaciella. She probably dies to this. Yeah, we aren't built to take the magic, but what can Terrell do? Nothing yet. Quick hit does kill Elsie, so it's 2v2. Tidus and Yuna versus Tidus and Terrell. Oh, the Yuna TMR from the enemy, though, that's big, because now he has Protect and Shell. It's going to be really hard to kill these dudes. Provoke doesn't land, thank God. Oh, Crash Edge from Terrell, but it does not kill him, which means, oh, wait, what just happened there? I didn't see it, because there's this pillar in the way. I have no idea, but Yuna's healing people. I can't spin the camera. Terrell's dead, but their Tidus is dead. It's Tidus versus Yuna. Can Yuna... Oh, she's going for a heal, and we're out of AP. She's going to full life somebody. Who is it? Elsie. Elsie's back in the fight. Who goes next? Both of them. Drain Rush. Ouch. Tidus has some AP. Kills Elsie again. Now, 3,900. Can Yuna kill him with Holy? Oh, processing. Yeah, yes. Yes, she can. 6,200. He's dead. But the comp kind of worked. You know, we'll see. The whole point of that was just to say, hey, Tidus fits really well with a whole bunch of different units, and as long as you can be a little creative and look for fights, you can use them. Okay, we're going to keep that one. Let's go to the part, the end of this video, where I give him a grade and just say, like, how good of a unit I think he is overall. Alright, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put his, like, final scores, like, how I grade him, kind of like line by line on the screen, and you can see that right there. Overall, I'm going to give this dude a 93. What he does, he is one of the best characters in the game at doing. He does a ton of damage. He brings a ton of utility, and this dude is fast. Not only is he fast, he has AoE haste, which makes other people fast. Now, what he doesn't do, he's pretty single target, right? Like, he's super good at eliminating one target, but you really need like Kongu from his Samurai subjob or Taunting Blade from his Paladin subjob to kind of get any AoE in his kit. And Taunting Blade is like, comes with the hate, and sometimes you don't want the hate, so a lot of times you're gonna have that off, and Kongu only hits in a line. So I'm gonna give him a really bad score on AoE. It's just not super good. Now, his movement is base 3-1, but he's so fast that I'll bump him up to a 70. His movement's kind of bad, and his durability against physical teams, super durable. Against magic, he's wiped off the map. So durability, I'm going to give him an 87. He has a lot of HP, he's fairly tanky, and if in the right matchups, he's insanely durable. I think he fills the role of like a very, very high damage bruiser or a true DPS, and if you want to force run him as a tank, I think you can get away with it. Overall, one of the best units in this game. Especially for how easy he was to get since he was a handout, and how long we have to max him to 120, which I would highly suggest everyone do. If you're building a new account around this guy, you're in a very good place. Your account is going to be set up for a long time. Okay, that's all I've got for the video today, guys. Thank you for watching. If you want to support the channel, please do consider using my Amazon Coin affiliate link. It helps out so much with everything. And yeah, I'll catch you all in the next video. Later.